This video is going to cover Objective 6.2 practice tasks. The first step asks you to configure the review settings to display the simple markup view of changes. Everything you're going to need for this particular assignment is going to be on the Review tab. So when you go to the Review tab in the Tracking group, there's a drop-down menu here where you can go to Simple Markup, All Markup, or No Markup, or Original. You're going to click on Simple Markup, and then you're going to configure the review settings to display revisions made by all users. So we're going to go down to Show Markup, and Specific People. It has all reviewers already, so everything is already being displayed that is all reviewers. Then we're going to turn on the Track Changes. So we're going to click on the Track Changes option, which you can also achieve by hitting Control-Shift-E. And then we're going to lock the track changing feature so that it can't be turned off without entering the password specialist. So you're going to hit the drop-down menu at the bottom of that Track Changes menu, click Lock Tracking, and the password is going to be specialist. Once you hit OK, the track changes cannot be turned off without entering that password in. In the upper left corner of the table, select the word store and replace it with competitor. So you're going to select store here, and you're going to type in competitor. Then it asks display only markup by Joan Lambert. So we're going to hit the drop down menu again for show markup. In Specific People, I'm going to uncheck Mike Nash, and then I'm going to go back in and uncheck myself, Sandra Fuline. And then only those markups are going to be appearing that have been made by Joan. Configure the review settings to display all markup view of changes. So again, hit that drop down menu for the display for review and click all markup. Then it asks you to move between the track changes in the document, and notice that it isn't possible to accept or reject the changes. So when you get next and previous here, you can see that you aren't able to accept or reject with the track changes on. If the track changes are on, which they can't be removed or they can't be turned off without entering that password, you can't accept or reject changes. Then it says to unlock the change tracking and turn it off. So we're going to click back into the track changes, and where it says lock tracking, the password you're going to type in is specialist, then hit OK, and then we're going to turn the track changes off. So again, this button now should not be faded out. Track changes are on, it's faded out. Track changes are off, it is not faded out. The next step then asks you to move between the track changes and process them as follows. Accept the deletion of the word much. So I'm going to hit next, and we're going to hit accept because much is what's selected right now. Then reject the addition of the words but slow. So somebody said we should add but slow here, and then you disagree with it, so you're going to reject it. Then you're going to accept both changes associated with the replacement for poor and substandard. So you're going to hit accept and then accept. And then the last step just asks you to show markup by all reviewers, then configure the review settings to no markup. So we're going to go back into show markup, Specific People, you're going to check all viewers. Then in the drop down menu here, you're going to click on no markup. And this completes Objective 6.2 practice tasks.